YouTube, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. And today's topic, what we're going to be discussing is the new 2023 C8 Z06. Yes, sir, Z06. Yeah, it's in production. Let's get it.
Digits on the beat.
All right, so yeah, what I was saying is we're going to be discussing the C8 Z06. Oh, man. Hey, don't pay attention to my lip, man. My little niece busted me on the lip, so yeah. But yeah, man, so we're going to start off with the 2023 Z06. So we're going to go off the facts of what we do know. I'm not going to say facts because we don't really know until the C8 reveals, the Z06 reveals, which is October 26, 2021. So you guys stay tuned for that. But as of right now, the information that I'm going to give you guys, I've got it off of a couple different sources. So if you guys see me looking down, I'm looking at my other phone because I wrote down a whole list of things that's going to come with the Z06. I can't remember everything off the top of my head, so yeah, so let's get it. So things that can be expected with the Z06 is going to be a 5.5 liter flat plain crank V8 engine. It's the same engine that was in the C8R, C8.R. But the engine that was in the C8R only came with 500 horsepower and 480 pound-feet of torque. So the one and it was a 6-speed sequential transmission. So the one that's going to be in the Z06 is 5.5 liter flat plane crank, but it's going to come with around 615 to 625 horsepower and 485 pound-feet of torque. And it'll also be an 8-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. And I know this next part I'm about to say is going to make a lot of guys mad, but there will not be a manual. I repeat, there will not be a manual in the Z06. I know it sucks, but you know, Ford did the same thing with the GT500. So hey, it is what it is. And so I read on one of the sources, I don't know if it was GM Authority or if it was with Motor One or Motor Authorities, but one of them said the 0 to 60 will be in the range of 2.5 to 2.7 seconds. That's freaking nuts. That's nuts. We all know the Z06 is going to be a complete monster. Like, it sounds amazing. It sounds like I want to say it sounds kind of like a Ferrari almost. But I'm gonna put the sound clip towards the end of the video if you guys haven't seen it, so you guys can see it and hear it. And man, it sounds amazing. Speaking of the C8, so I want to talk about the base model C8, right? So everybody know the base model C8, the 2021, is out, and you know a lot of people have had it. Some test drove it, blah 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 blah. So recently, I was looking at a lot of videos on YouTube of the base model C8 doing drag races. And the base model C8, I watched the drag race between the Hellcat and I think the GT500. And the base C8, it beat both of those cars off the line. Both of them. Matter of fact, it won the race pretty much. So for the base model to do that's insane. So I can only imagine what the Z06 will be capable of. I mean, of course, the Hellcat and the GT500 will eventually catch the base model in the long run because they have more horsepower. But from a dig, the C8 all day is beating all those cars. The C8, the base model, has raced all types of different cars, foreigns and everything, and it's getting them off the line, and it's so quick. It's crazy. So like I said, it's going to be insane. Once the Z06 debuts, it's going to be insane, man. So let's talk about some other things like exterior. So what I noticed in some of the pictures, which I have some pictures going across the screen here so you guys can see too. So the rear bumper looks completely new. Reason why I say that is because they have the quad tips back in the middle in the original place where they should have been from the start. And the Z06 will also be wider than the base model. They'll also come with more aggressive aerodynamics, as we know, like side skirts, the front chin splitter, all that good stuff. Also, there's two new spoilers that I've seen too. They have a new high wing. It looks amazing. I'm gonna show you guys a picture of that. And then they have another spoiler. It's kind of lower. It almost resembles something like a wicker bill like this, but it's a lot smaller than this one. So they're gonna have, of course, upgraded tires, upgraded brakes, and from the sources that I've seen, it's gonna come with massive 345s in the rear. You heard it right, 345s in the rear. That's a whole lot of tire because the base model has 305s in the back. Also forgot to mention it will come with these upgraded wheels, which I'm not really feeling because they look like Hellcat rims. But hey, to each his own. Am I growing me? I have to wait till the Z06 debuts and check it out for myself, you know. So, and bigger brakes, of course. It has to have bigger brakes for the stopping. You know, I don't know exactly which piston. I'm gonna guess maybe 6 pistons. Maybe I'm gonna guess. I don't know. Could be bigger. I don't know. I didn't find anything on that. And of course, Z06 will have Z06 badging all around the insides. As far as the interior, I don't think the interior is going to change too much except for the badging. And they might put a couple little things just for Z06 here and there in the interior. Now, we're going around talking about the price. I want to say it was GM Authority. It said the Z06 is going to start around $85,000 to $90,000. That's going to be, I guess, MSRP. But we all know that's probably going to get marked up because the base model C8 listed at what, 60,000. Now they're reselling them for like 110,000, 120,000. So I'm pretty sure the price on those Z06s are going to be insane too once it comes out. But who knows? Let's see, what else are we talking about? Whatever I'm saying, please take with a grain of salt because, you know, a lot of things can change. But some of the sources that I got this information from was, I told you guys, Motor Authority, Motor1.com, Car and Driver, I forgot to mention them, and GM Authority. So let me see if I talked about everything I needed to talk about. Yes, I talked about the engine transmission. We talked about 0 to 60. We talked about the exterior with the more aggressive. We talked about the tires and brakes. Interior, we talked about the pricing. And yeah, man, so pretty much that's all I got from what I did when I was researching, what I got when I was researching. So I guess we just got to stay tuned for October 26th of the actual reveal, and then they'll give us all the rest of the details on the Z06. There's also another Corvette in the works. It's called an E-Ray. I didn't do too much research on that, but that'll be another video. I can go back and do research on that. But from what I did see is, I think it's going to have the same engine as the base model, I want to say. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong, but I know it's called an E-Ray for sure. But I think it's going to have the same engine as the base model. And there's some other little exterior things that look a little different. I think I seen the front bumper looks a little different. But I'm gonna have to go on some research and then I'll make another video on that. But that's all I got for this video. So if you like the content that I put out, you know, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Good feedback, bad feedback, any feedback is good feedback. And if I left anything out about the Z06, please let me know. Man, drop me a comment, man. I promise you I will comment back. I comment on every one of my comments. I read all my comments, I reply to all my comments. Yeah, man, and that's it. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.